So the best part about working for Kevin for us is we were first-time home buyers and we didn't know anything about the process. So Kevin was able to shepherd us through, kind of set expectation. It was a very competitive market. So Kevin really did a good job of bracing us for how difficult it was going to be.
We looked at one property that had multiple back porches, multiple layers of back porches. He was getting underneath in the nitty-gritty of all of them and telling us like what the wood beams were looking like, what the posts were looking like, you know, what our expectations should be for when we should be replacing them. And he did this on every property we saw. He was constantly sort of wandering off and like looking at every aspect of the house and reporting back and telling us, you know, things we should be concerned about or not concerned about. But I was sort of amazed by how willing he was to really, you know, in his like work clothes to get really in there and figure out what's going on. I mean, we are over the moon with our house. I pinch myself every day knowing that we got this house.
I don't think we can emphasize enough how life-changing it's been for us. We have a toddler and we were in a one-bedroom apartment in San Francisco. And so being able to come out here, finally have space, a house, it just feels like our lives are just enriched.
The fact that we were able to get in touch with Kevin and have a preliminary meeting, then tell him, this is the house that we want to base our search on. We want houses that are like this. And the fact that we got approved and the house was still available was great. But what's really great is the fact that I was actually hesitant to go see this house because I didn't think we'd get it and I didn't want to go through the hassle. And I had a conversation with Kevin on the phone and he said, the one thing I can guarantee you is if you don't go see it, you won't get it. And that really resonated with me. And so he was the motivating factor to even get us into the house to look at it. I think he was really able to pick up on our excitement about it and translate that excitement into an offer.
Fairfax really wasn't on our radar, but then we happened to see a house there that we fell in love with and it was perfect for our family. So then Kevin really made it happen and got everything done on time. And we actually ended up buying the house before we sold our old house, which was hectic in its own way because we were not expecting that. So again, he was very helpful to help me guide us through that whole process.
I would highly recommend him. I think what's nice about him is that he doesn't pressure people. It seems like he sort of works with you where you're at. And so if you're sort of very eager to buy quickly, I think he helps you with that. If you're not so eager and you just want to wait and see what's available, I think he definitely meets people where they are. So I think he worked out really well for us.
So one thing that he did that I felt was above and beyond was his communication with the seller's agent. And so when it came down to it, I didn't have the highest offer, but I had the cleanest offer as recommended by him. And so what I got was the first phone call saying, we love your offer. Are you willing to come up, to meet the highest bid? And I was super stressed out about that because I was just like, Kevin, what do I do? What do I do? And so even him advising me through that, and so I can feel like I'm comfortable with the amount. I don't feel like I'm overpaying. He was really good in counseling me through what do I need to do to make this happen. I really felt supported and like my best interest was always in his mind.